Alright guys, today's goal, the learner will understand how to apply the remainder and factor theorems. Okay? When you divide a polynomial, there's a remainder that's written at the end here. We'll see what this means, but this means division. We're going to learn long division and synthetic. So long division. Watch how I set this up. Remember long division from before where it was like, you'll see, it'll remind you here in a second. So you have, see how I have everything, x squared plus 2x minus 1, everything from 2, 1, 0? Because watch how I write this one in here. Zero x squared. You need to have everything in there. So watch. This is what you have to ask yourself. What do you multiply x squared by? To have it equal 2x to the fourth. What do I have to multiply 1x squared by to have it equal 2x to the fourth? 2x squared. See how I lined it up with the degrees? So then what you do here is you multiply by 2x squared and distribute it. So you get 2x to the fourth plus 4x to the third minus 2x squared. Subtract. Now you go 2 minus 2 is 0. 1 minus 4. Negative 3x to the third. 0 minus negative 2 plus 2x squared. Bring down the x. Erase this. Oh, cross it off. What do you have to multiply x squared by to have it equal negative 3x to the third? Negative 3x. So multiply all of this by negative 3x. So you get negative 3x to the third minus 6x squared plus 3x. Get rid of that. Negative 3 minus negative 3. 0. 2 minus negative 6. 8. 1 minus 3. Negative 2x. Bring down the minus 1. Oh, missed it. Bring it all the way down. What do you have to multiply x squared by to have it equal 8x squared? 8. So multiply everything by 8. So 8x squared minus 16x, or plus 16x minus 8. 8 minus 8 is 0. Negative 2 minus 16. Negative 18x. Negative 1 minus negative 8. 7. So how do we write this final answer? Well, when you divide it, you got 2x squared minus 3x plus 8. This is your remainder. Right here. That is the remainder. Okay? Minus 18x plus 7 over. What were we dividing by? X squared plus 2x minus 1. There's your final answer. So let's try this again. X plus 2. X to the third minus x squared plus 4x minus 10. What do you have to multiply x by to have it equal x to the third? X squared. So you multiply everything by x squared. X to the third plus 2x squared. Subtract 0. Negative 1 minus 2, negative 3x squared. So get rid of that. What do I have to multiply Now you ask, what do you have to multiply x by to have it equal negative 3x squared? Negative 3x. So distribute it. Negative 3 minus negative 3 is 0. That was supposed to bring down minus 4 or plus 4x. So 4 minus negative 6 is 10x. Bring down the negative 10. So what do you have to multiply x by to have it equal 10? X, 10. Distribute, that's what I'm doing. So you get 10x plus 20, subtract negative 30, so we got x squared minus 3x plus 10 minus 30 over x plus 2. So there's your final answer. Oh. There's your final answer. Okay? So there's long division. Remainder theorem. If a polynomial f of x is divided by x minus k, then the remainder is r equals f of k. Okay? So, synthetic division. Take what you're dividing by, set it equal to 0, solve it. So then you set negative 3 on the outside. What's the highest degree? What's the degree of the polynomial of 3? So you need to have a third degree, a second degree, a first degree, and a 0. How many x cubes do we have? 1. How many x squareds? 4. How many x's? Negative 1. How many constants? Negative 1. You bring the first number down every time. Then you say 1 times negative 3. Add 4 plus negative 3, 1. 1 times negative 3. Negative 1 plus negative 3 is negative 4. Negative 4 times negative 3, 12, 11. Okay? So what this up here means, watch. We said x was negative 3. See how you have k? And this is k? If I say f of negative 3 equals negative 3 to the third plus 4 times negative 3 squared minus negative 3 minus 1, I get negative 27 plus 36 plus 3 minus 1, 11. See how this equaled this? And what our answer would be here from this piece. See how we started with x to the third, but we're dividing by x, so it's going to be, it's always 1 degree less with synthetic, so it's x squared plus x minus 4 plus 11 divided by, what are we dividing by? X plus 3. But if they're looking for the remainder, it's that number. Okay? So, set it equal to 0, solve it, put the 1 out there. You need 3, 2, 1, 0, 4, 1, negative 3, 7. Bring down the 4. 4 times 1 is 4. 5. 5 times 1 is 5. 2. Negative 3 plus 5 is 2. 2. You get 9. So we have 4x squared plus 5x plus 2 plus 9 divided by x minus 1. There we go. Okay? So it's a factor of the polynomial completely, given that x minus 4 is a factor. So this is what you do. Set that factor equal to 0, solve it. Use synthetic division. We need to have a 3, a 2, a 1, and a 0. So 1, negative 6, 5, 12. Bring down the 1, you get 4. Negative 2, negative 8, negative 3, negative 12, 0. See how the remainder is 0? That's because it is a factor. And then what we have to look at is factor it completely. So we have x squared minus 2x minus 3 equals 0 left. How do we factor that? Well, it's just saying factor, not find the 0, so we just have to factor. So factor that. What multiplies to negative 3 and adds to negative 2? Negative 3, positive 1. But don't forget the original one they gave you. So that is that factored. So let's try it here. 4, 1, negative 1, 22, 40. Bring down the 1, 4, 3, 12. Negative 22. So that would be negative 10, negative 40, and 0. X squared plus 3x minus 10. So I would have x plus 5, x minus 2, and don't forget the x minus 4. So there we go with that. Okay, synthetic division is easy, but notice every time you can't use synthetic division unless it's just x. If you have x squared, that's not good. So find the other zeros given that f of negative 2 equals 0. What that means is x plus 2 equals 0, so x equals negative 2. Okay? So just same thing. 1, 2, negative 9, negative 18, 1, negative 2, 0, negative 9, 18, 0. So I'm left with x squared minus 9 equals 0. So x plus 3, x minus 3. So x plus 3 equals 0, x minus 3 equals 0, x equals negative 3, x equals 3. So you have x equals negative 3, negative 2, and 3. So you guys try to do the last one and bring it in completed. Okay? Bring number 8 in completed.